welcome back to Be More with Erin. This is your girl Erin, where we're all about living our life with passion and on purpose and creating lives that we love. I am back with another video for you guys. I am doing one for my entrepreneurs, my boss babes, my mompreneurs, all of my women who are really looking to turn their passions and side hustles into full-time businesses. Or maybe you have no idea where you want to start, what it is that you actually want to do. And so I put together this great list that will help you guys out. These are jobs that I feel like will be awesome for mothers, especially right now with what's going on. If the coronavirus has taught us anything, is that we need to be self-reliant. We need to have some other source of income other than a job, so that when the shit hits the fan like it did, we have a backup plan. So I just wanted to give a few basic ideas. 3 of these actually on the list, I believe, that I am currently doing. One of them, which actually started my whole journey into entrepreneurship. So I do know firsthand that these are jobs that can definitely be done, managed right. You can definitely run the business, run the family, do it all, because that is what we do as mothers anyway. So I just wanted to share this, guys, with you. So these are 10 businesses that women can start in 2021. This one is for my mompreneurs. This is for my ladies who are really looking to jump into something, start their own business, and do it for themselves in 2021. Most of these businesses are online based businesses, because I have learned that especially with what's going on with the coronavirus, that it is an awesome opportunity to be making money online. Like, it is an awesome thing that I don't think people really realize. But to be able to make money from home, making money online, not having to put out too much money up front, too much work up front, still being able to manage and run your families. And I think that these online businesses are something that can really help with that. Now, I will say the last 3 businesses I have on here are not online only businesses, but things that you can definitely turn into an online business. I did want to include them, however, because I feel like they are still really great businesses that women can start, run now, and be successful in. So please make sure you stay to the end. I will be talking about the first business venture I ever jumped into and what that was, and how that kind of catapulted me and got me on this life of entrepreneurship. So stay tuned to the end. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hang out with me again, guys. And let's get into number 1. And again, these are the top 10 online businesses that women and mompreneurs can run in 2021. Number 1 is consulting/coaching. Now, I do want to say the slash, because while they are very similar jobs, they are also completely different, and I didn't want you guys to be confused by that when you're going out on your own and trying to find what it is that you want to do. I want you to definitely understand that there is a difference between coaching and consulting, but they are both great businesses to start if you are a mom, things that you can do with your own free time. And most coaches and consultants capitalize off of things that they are already great at. So that is definitely a number 1 for me. It's actually something that I just started getting into, so I am happy to make that announcement, and there will be more coming with that. So coaching is just that. It's coaching. It is someone who's going to give you some tips. Somebody's going to motivate you, give you some background, give you some information, give you past experiences, and really just coach you along on your journey to whatever it is you want to do. So whatever field you want to get into with coaching, I of course am going into coaching for mompreneurs. So that is something I will be doing. As a coach, our job is to coach. We are going to give tips. We are going to nurture you and help build you along your journey of entrepreneurship, or whatever the journey is, depending on what you're coaching, to help them to succeed. You want to coach them. A consultant is going to come at a client with information, with a plan already in place, where they will not have to do any of the thinking or figuring it out. A consultant is going to consult a business, consult a person, tell them what they need to do, why they need to do it, how it's going to get done, and let them know, really reassure them that this is the best course of action, back that up with some data, back that up with some past results, and that is what a consultant does. So that's the difference between coaching and consulting. Let's just get that out the way. I, again, have them together because they are very similar. They are different, but very similar. And coaching is good for people who are good at giving advice, people who are constantly studying, constantly reading, constantly trying to better themselves, because they are going to be able to better help coach others. Just because they're getting that knowledge themselves. So again, coaching and consulting is something something that pretty much anyone can do. If you have a skill set that you have mastered, something that you know that with a little effort you can master, you can teach it, you can create a scalable system and continue to teach it, then you are perfect for coaching and consulting. Coaching and consulting work has skyrocketed in the last few years. As you know, you cannot turn on the TV, turn on an ad, turn on Facebook, turn on anything without seeing a million and one different ads for different coaches. So that is something that's huge, and it's a very lucrative market that really has no way of becoming oversaturated because you are really selling yourself. A coach or consultant is selling themselves, and everyone is different. Everyone has great things to offer, different people, different ways of looking at things, different perspectives. So I feel like that's a market that pretty much anyone can get into with a little hard work, a little time. You can definitely make that into a profitable business. Number 2 is a social media manager. Now, this business is great for all of my people, all of my girls who love social media, who are great at creating awesome content, placing pictures, figuring out the aesthetics, what looks good together. All of those things are very important with social media. And if you can turn that into a business, if you can leverage your genuine or God-given talent at social media, you will be able to use this to create a business. Now, I know you're thinking this is completely unheard of, but businesses hire social media managers all the time. Personal brands hire social media managers all the time. YouTubers, influencers, they all hire social media managers to help them maximize what it is they're doing. A social media manager would know better. They would have more research, and this is another huge market. Keep that in mind, ladies, that everything on this list are billion-dollar industries. Billion-dollar industries that would be nothing for you to take a little chunk out of yourself. Now, if you are someone who has figured out the Instagram algorithm, you know when to post, how to post to maximize likes, reshares, retweets, all of that good stuff, social media managing would be awesome for you. And it is an industry that is expected to grow by $17.7 billion by 2023. That is incredible. That's insane. But when you think about how fast social media has taken off and how lucrative it actually is, it does make sense. And it makes sense for my ladies to get involved in social media managing from home, virtually, while you're with your babies. And number 3 would be to teach an online course. Again, you are a mother, you are a woman, you have at least a dozen different skill sets that you can teach someone else. If you're an amazing singer, if you know how to play the piano, if you take great photos, there are a million different courses that you can teach. Maybe you're really good at math, maybe you're really good at science, maybe you want to do some tutoring. These are things that you can definitely go ahead and teach online. There are sites dedicated just for this. I cannot think of the name of it off the top of my head, but I will leave it down in the description. There are a ton of them, I know, that you can go on and you can teach. You can sign up to teach something. Again, if you have a skill, utilize it. If you have a skill, turn that into your business. If there's something that you do 100% better than everyone else, if there's something that you do even a little bit better than someone else and you can continue to grow and learn in that, try turning it into a business. Try teaching some courses online, teaching some people, getting together a group of people who want to learn how to do a skill and teach them. That is another huge business and something that is so easy for us to do. Really just utilizing our talents and our passions. And the good thing about teaching a class is that likely your followers will turn into your clients. Now, that cannot be said with every business, most businesses, that is not a thing. However, if you're teaching something that you know your followers will want to do because you know they're your friends. Most of the time they have the same interests, you guys have the same interests, you know that you do cool things that they wish they could do, you're likely to get a lot of clients just off of your social media network that you already have with something like that. And you know, we have to know our numbers. So online teaching is slated to make $46 billion by the end of 2025. That is a huge number and you want to have a chunk of that. Number 4 is a digital marketing and content creator. Now, this goes back to my women who are all about social media, but taking it a step further, this adds in the element of marketing. If you have a marketing background, if you went to school for marketing, if you got rolled into a startup company and you ended up doing most of the marketing, because we know that's how startups work, you wear multiple hats. So ladies, I know you are out there. If you have even the slightest hint of marketing experience, utilize it. learn some more about it, take some courses yourself, hook up with a mentor, figure out how you can turn your skill into its own marketing business. And content creation is huge. It's let me tell you, it is time consuming, it is tedious, it requires a certain amount of creativity, a certain amount of skill, and a lot of time. So if you can create a business creating content for other influencers, other businesses, other brands, you will make a very lucrative business out of this. And again, marketing and content creation is something that you can do completely digital, completely virtual while you are home taking care of your babies. And guess what? It is another $1 billion industry. So that is number 4. Number 5 is to sell e-products, a boutique, a shop, e-commerce of some sorts, basically a store. You can be selling beauty products, you can be selling candles, you can be selling t-shirts, you can be reselling, just getting things wholesale off of like Alibaba, AliExpress, and just wholesaling. Opening up some type of store. I can tell you from my own experience that this is incredibly lucrative if you do it the right way, if you're selling the right products. I run 2 e-commerce stores, a beauty brand and an apparel line. Both are being revamped right now to come back bigger and better because we are just growing so fast. So I can tell you that e-commerce store is a very lucrative business if you have the know-how to do it. E-commerce is another type of business that you will likely get a lot of support from your family and your friends. So you do have that first core base of clients that you will have built in. From those clients, you can get testimonials, you can get pictures, you can get reviews. So that is always good when you have the opportunity to use your fan base already, your family, your friends, to move your business forward. For all my mompreneurs, you can take it a step further and you can actually start selling baby products. The new mom market is huge. It is another market that reached well into the billions last year. New moms always want to know what to get, where to buy, what's the best. If you can sell that to them, provided with excellent service to them, it's another huge business. And that new mom space actually accounted for billions of dollars last year. So that is exciting. And it's something that you guys can sit down with, get you a Shopify store, start churning it out today with little effort. So that is why you should definitely check out e-commerce. And number 6 is web design. Now, again, if you are computer savvy, if you had some experience of that in your past jobs, if you just have an eye for design, how things should look conceptually, then web design would be awesome for you. It is something that will take up some time, but once it's done, it's done. You move on to your next client. Bing, bang, boom. You can make some really awesome money from web design. You're able to charge for your talents, for your time, and you're going to help other businesses grow as well if you can start designing awesome websites for them. Majority of companies outsource for this, so if you can be the person that someone will go to make their website, if you can position yourself maybe in this like niche of mompreneurs or business women in business, if you can make yourself a niche and you are the go-to for that type of web design, that is how you turn a small business into a huge business. And don't get it twisted, web design is a huge business. They made up, I believe it was something like $38 billion last year in web design. Number 7 is the travel business. Now, let me just tell you, travel, hospitality, those are huge, huge markets. And while we were talking billions for these other businesses, travel and leisure is worth $1 trillion. That sector is $1 trillion business. It's incredible if you can figure out how to position yourself in there to be working for yourself and to get a piece of that pie. And this type of business is great for women who love to travel, who are good at finding deals, who have a solid solution to traveling with a family, things that moms are already naturally good at. And then women in general, we plan, we are the planners, we figure it out. And that is something you can turn into a business and travel while you're doing it. Awesome. If you want to do something at home or home-based, you can be a travel blogger. Again, you can write reviews on different places you have traveled, places you want to travel. You can give suggestions of places to travel. You can be a virtual travel agent. You can make yourself your own business where you are helping, you are putting together packages for people to travel. Especially now, it may be helpful now when people are not sure about travel restrictions, where to go, what's safe, how to be safe as possible. You can make a killing right now if you started a travel agency and you specialized in knowing all of the procedures, the best ways to travel during the coronavirus. That is how you can position yourself in there and grow from there. You can also become an affiliate. Now, affiliates are awesome because you will get to travel. You'll get to stay in nice places. You'll get to, and you're exchanging your reviews, you're exchanging your posting and all that stuff for time traveling. So an affiliate program is awesome as well. The travel industry is an $8.4 trillion industry. It is definitely possible to get a piece of that, and there is money to be made. Okay, now we're getting into the three that I said weren't really online businesses, but you can definitely spin it, and I will show you how I would spin it if I was setting myself up for those type of businesses. Now, number 8 is photography. Photography is something that is pretty much a skill. Some people have it born naturally. Some people can learn it. You can definitely take coursework for it if you just love taking photos. It is big business as well. You can get paid many different ways being a photographer. You can just sell your photos right to a stock site. Take awesome, amazing photos, sell them to businesses. I am always looking for just like random lifestyle photos that I don't have to take the time to take myself, because again, creating that content is a killer. However, if you can sell your photos to business owners, if you can sell your photos to a stock site, you can make that into a very lucrative business. Photography makes up, I believe it's like a $10 billion industry, which is huge in itself. If you are trying to find ways to do it virtually, stay home, you can set up a quick little brochure ebook on how to take awesome photos, sell the ebook. You can become a coach and show people how to take awesome photos. So there is a way to spin all these businesses to make them virtual. But again, I wanted to include photography because I do know so many women who are photographers and make a very lucrative business out of it. Number 9, same vein, is accounting. It's not really something people think of when they think of virtual business, but accounting is very lucrative, and you can definitely turn it into a business for yourself. If you have prior accounting experience, if you were the accountant at your last job, or again, if you just have experience in that field, you can definitely turn that into a very profitable business. This is good for all of my women who are budget queens, who are about their savings, who manage money to a T, who know at all times what money is coming in and what money is going out. You are about your numbers. You know off the top of your head how much this is going to cost, if this is a good idea. That accounting is for you. And small businesses like myself, like many others, always are looking for trustworthy, reliable accountants, and we'd rather deal with someone one-on-one than a big company or a firm. All right, and my 10th business that women can jump into is what got me into entrepreneurship. It's what started my journey, and that is event planning. It's something that is still near and dear to my heart. It is my first love and will always be my first love. It's something that can be done with no money. Literally, I'm not kidding. You can start your event planning business with $0 today. Now, event planning, everybody thinks they're an event planner these days. I will tell you, there is more than just loving events and loving throwing parties. It's a lot of work. It's dealing with the hardest people in the world to work with, and that are brides. That's people who are highly sensitive on really important days of their lives. So if you're orchestrating a first 1-year-old birthday party or a 100-year-old birthday party or a wedding, they are extremely sensitive situations. So it does require a lot of hard work, a lot of patience, a lot of organization. But again, it's something that can be so lucrative because the return is astronomical. You can start with nothing and turn it into a very great business. Event planning is a $5 billion industry and can range in so many different services. So that's why another reason I think it's a good fit for women, because maybe you don't have the time to devote to a crazy bride. So you can't do wedding planning, but you can do corporate event planning, because that is your specialty. You were the corporate event planner at your job. You planned all of the fundraisers at the PTA meetings. This is why it's great for women, because there are just so many different areas of service that you can tackle. You can set your pricing how you need it to work for you. You know your worth. You know that you're good at it, and the amount of money is only met by what you're putting out there, which is with most business. Any business that you create for yourself. If you want to turn this into a virtual type of business, you can do the same thing. You can get into coaching. So while, like I said, I will be coaching mothers how to become business owners and mompreneurs, I am also doing a separate and completely niched down coaching class for my women who just want to get into event planning, and that will be rolling out soon as well. So these are my 10 online businesses that women can start in 2021. Feel empowered, feel safe, feel unafraid to really dive in, take the leap. I know it can be scary. I know it can be even more scary with what's going on now. But these are just a few ideas to get your brain rolling, get you really thinking about what it is that you want to do, what talents you have, what passions do you have, where do you want to be, where do you see yourself next year, where do you see yourself in 5 years, where do you see yourself in 10 years. These are really going to get you thinking about ways that you can turn your skills, passions, things you kind of know into businesses. And that's what I'm all about. I'm really about teaching women how to get paid for what they love to do and what they're naturally good at. We are women, we are bosses, we are incredible people. If we are capable to be running households, running businesses for other people, creating other people's wealth, then why can't we make our own $1 million businesses? Why can't we be building our own $1 billion brands? And that's what I'm all about, and that's what I want to see happening, not just for myself, but for all women. And I'm incredibly excited about this next journey, this next chapter that I'm on, helping all of my moms become mompreneurs and really just transitioning to lives that you guys love. So I hope that these jobs just gave you something to think about. Some of them you may be ready to start today. And if that's the case, leave that down in the comment what business you're thinking about starting. I can always answer any questions, send you guys any tips, shoot me over an email. All the information is down in my description. If you're interested in working with me and you want to get some coaching on how you can turn your passions into full-time businesses and brands, definitely hit me up, give me an email. Follow me on Instagram. Guys, follow me on Instagram. I never say that when I make these videos. Follow me on Instagram. Don't just like and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram. You'll get a one-on-one, more intimate look at my life. I give completely different tips and different insights on Instagram than I do here on YouTube. So you definitely don't want to make sure you miss anything. You want to follow along with me on my journey, as I will be doing with you guys. Again, drop down in the comments any questions, any thoughts. If you guys are going to be starting your businesses, what you're thinking about doing, any questions you want me to answer about that, I got you guys. All right. So again, thank you. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow me on all my social medias, and I will see you guys in the next video.